It's finally happened. It has finally happened. The Fabrizio bomber, the Fabrizio, here we go, has landed, and Marcus Rashford is a Barcelona player. Marcus Abdul Aziz Rashidi is a Barcelona player. It's finally happened, and Manchester United got a whopping, outstanding, monumental loan with option to buy out of the deal. Just like I said Man United would. You're going to get a bunch of loans out of the Manchester Five. Malacia, Garnacho, Sancho, Anthony and Marcus Rashford. No leverage, no legs to stand on, no pulling power. Manchester United are going to get loans out of these players because midway through the season, or midway through pre-season, while the player's still there, we're handing out number 10s. We're giving away numbers. And each action we do, we're losing leverage. Each action, you banish him, lose leverage. You put out the reports of he's only allowed to come through the front door and this guy goes through the back door and he can't see his teammates, and you're losing leverage. You take away his number, you're losing leverage. You're not going to be able to get a sale, especially with a player of that type of wages. You ain't going to be able to get a sale out of someone like that if this is how the public noise is going to be around him, and is everything played out in the public with him. So Man United got a loan with the option, but I'm going to get into that in a bit properly. So what does this mean? It means Marcus Rashford, and I don't care what nobody says, because what I think Manchester United fans do, right? And I think being a Manchester United fan means you have to agree and you have to love every single decision Manchester United make and put it under, it's just best for the club or blah, blah, blah. There's no doubt, there's no argument. Don't make yourself look crazy. Marcus Rashford has upgraded. Marcus Rashford has upgraded. It's as simple as that. This guy has gone on a loan. So one way or another, his wages are getting paid. Whether Man United are paying a bit of it, whether Barcelona pay a bit of it, who knows? Or he's getting his full wage that he would have been getting at Manchester United. That's a win. You're going to a beautiful city like Barcelona. That's a win. You're away from the English media limelight where if you sneeze, it's going into the news. That's a win. You're going to a Hansi Flick system, one of the best attacking systems in world football. That's a win. You're going to go and play with people like Lamine Yamal, Pedri, some of the best football players in the world. That's a win. You're going to the current champions of Spain. That's a win. You're going to the Champions League. That's a win. All while Manchester United labour around, don't get business done, got 2 signings, and we'll see what happens after that. Marcus Rashford has monumentally upgraded. And right now, him and his family are probably toasting each other like, we did it. We did it. We out of this bitch. We did it. Woo! Cannot wait. Cannot wait. He's going to one of the biggest football clubs in the world. And this is exactly what he wanted. There's been reports saying that Barcelona is his destination. I remember I went on Sky Sports. You guys can even go and check the episode. I went on Sky Sports, and it might have been with Liaz maybe, or Flex. And I said, Rashford, I think, will go to Barcelona. I said, I'm hearing that I think Rashford's going to go to Barcelona. I'm not an ITK, but I've heard that he's going to go to Barcelona. And, for me, he's going to go and do brilliant. Go and check the comments. The whole comments are saying this fool thinks, get him off Sky. This fool thinks he's going to go Barcelona. He's going to go. I saw Teddy Sheringham say he don't deserve a Barcelona move. What do you mean he doesn't deserve? If the club want him, he deserves it. Don't be salty because Manchester United are terrible. Let's not be salty. Man United made their decisions. Rashford made their decisions. Man United handled it in a way. Rashford handled it in a way. That's football. That's what happens. But I'm not going to sit here and turn around and start saying people don't deserve this, don't deserve that. Rashford got his move, and I think he's going to go do brilliant at Barcelona. I'm just going to be honest. I think he's going to be brilliant. For me, you have got to be terrible. You have got to be a terrible attacker if you cannot succeed in the Hansi Flick system. I've seen him make Gnabry look like the best winger in the world. I've seen him take Rafinha from Leeds and turn him into a Ballon d'Or player. I've seen him with Lamine Yamal, where he's a generational talent anyway. But he's the best player in the world. No waiting around in that system. Lewandowski, Levin. I spoke to Loa. I actually spoke to him face-to-face interview on BR Football. And we said, how many goals are you going to give us in this Hansi Flick system? He said, last season I got about 20. He said, with Flick, I'm going to get 40. And guess what he did? He got 40. He got 40. This is what a Hansi Flick system looks like. If you can make Gnabry, bro, I swear, I went kebab shop the other day and Gnabry was serving me. I ain't seen him since Flick. I ain't seen him. And you're putting Rashford in there. That attack scored like nearly 200 goals or whatever they were doing last season. Hansi Flick says, you score 6, we will score 7. The only time it didn't work was in the Champions League semi-finals. And you're bringing Rashford into that after a full pre-season that he's going to have with them. Rejuvenated, wanting to prove a point because he's going to want to stay at Barcelona. A lot of it with Rashford is up here. He's going to want to stay at Barcelona. He's going to want to stay, so he's going to give it his best. I saw Ferran Torres last season score 19 goals. I'm expecting Rashford to score goals. If you can't bang in a Hansi Flick system, that's concerning. I don't see it happen. How many did Choupo-Moting get that season? How many did Choupo-Moting get? Is that the season that he was at Bayern Munich? Was he at Bayern Munich through with Hansi? I don't know. It was in lockdown. I don't know. No, he was at PSG. But even him, he's scoring 9 goals. But anyway, I think Rashford is going to bang there. Now, what does bang look like? That's a vague word. That's a very vague word. When I say I think he's going to bang, I just think he's going to contribute. I think he's going to score goals. I think the pressure's going to be off him. He can go party if he wants. It's not, well, as long as Barcelona are going to be winning games, so they're not going to care like with in England. Now, I'm not saying, not condoning partying and coming in drunk or whatever was going on, all the rumours that are going on. I'm not condoning none of that. But boy, if Rashford wants 1 little 2 dwarf parties with Lamine Yamal, they might just run that. Rashford might be flying out there right now and Lamine's got the dwarfs out ready for him. I got the dwarfs. Because all of a sudden, dwarfs are not allowed to rave too. Man want rave. Dwarfs want to rave too. But all of a sudden, what? Dwarfs can't party? Dwarfs can't party? I saw Zah say, hey, we do our thing too. We're going to get paid for it minor. It's not illegal. They're not in cages. They're not getting held by their neck and, do this and do flips and... Nah. So if Rashford's going to go enjoy, I think it's going to be a lot quieter for him. It's going to be a Barcelona massive club, but I think in terms of the spotlight, he's not going to go in and be their most important player, which is good for him at the moment. They got Lamine, they got Rafinha, they got Pedri, they got De Jong, they got players, bro. They got Kubasi, they got players that they don't need to put everything on him. Now, if he's going to be coming off the bench, who knows? There's going to be times he's probably going to be playing down the centre. I've heard that they want to play Rafinha down the centre at times as a striker option because Loa is obviously old. You put Rashford on the left. In that system, that flying system, I don't see how he can fail. And a lot of Man United fans are probably going to hope he fails so don't look bad on us. Listen, the party had to end. The relationship had to end. Sometimes you got to break up with your day one. Sometimes you got to break up your day one. That's the situation Man United were in. Me, I just wanted to sell. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, we never should have sold him or anything like that because, look, the relationship came to an end. Too much stuff was going on, whatever. Do I agree with everything the way it was handled in every single aspect? I don't. But I don't agree with also what Rashford has done too. So I'm not going to sit and say Man United never should have got rid of him. But we should have got a sale out of him. If any other club in world football owned Marcus Rashford, they would get a significant fee for this guy, bro. But we just... Whether it's the previous regime decisions, Murto and Woodward, and Man United just don't find ways of selling. We got no money out of this one. Just wages, I guess, off the book. Hopefully, you would hope. I know we were still paying part of Sancho's wages, so... It's a tough one. Of course, you don't want to see Marcus Rashford leave, but what he's adding to them is going to be pace. What he's adding to them is going to be more directness, you know, more opportunities to, I think when you're at Barcelona as well, they got more opportunities just to do things instinctively because they just attack so relentlessly. And I think that's going to help his pace, his power in La Liga, which is they don't have the best athletes in football. I think he's going to do well. I'm not going to be one of them. I don't know about other fans. I'm not going to be one of them ones that's going to be sitting here waiting for him to fail. I don't want him to fail. Marcus Rashford has contributed to whatever Man United have done in the last 10 years, let's say. So I wish him the best. You know, we don't have to keep talking about it 24/7. It's happened. It's loan with option. He's going to be back here next season. Whether Barcelona sign him, we'll see. Or is he going to go somewhere else? Or are we just going to keep getting pushed down until he leaves on a free? That's what it's feeling like. When am I not ever really going to be able to demand money for him? I don't really know. So, guys, Marcus Rashford has left the building. He will be going to Spain. He will probably be absolutely buzzing about this because now he can focus on his England opportunities. And, you know, I'm seeing Barcelona fans are happy about it. They're excited about it. They're looking forward to it. As I said, I've seen Hansi Flick transform lives, bro. I've seen him transform lives. I don't see why he can't do that with Marcus Rashford. I'm just being honest. I don't see why he can't do that with Marcus Rashford. Now, a lot on Rashford has to improve too. Last season, he scored 11 goals. That's not good enough. Season before that, he scored 8. Then he scored 30. Rashford has a consistency issue. But one thing is, as I said, Man United don't even score goals, by the way. We haven't scored over 60 goals in the league since Oli. I think that was 2021. So we don't score goals. You're going to a team that they score hundreds of goals. So you expect him to contribute. I said Ferran scored 19. Lamine Yamal, how many did Lamine Yamal get last season? Lamine Yamal. And I see Rashford always be commenting on his things, you know, on Lamine's things. They've been rapping, man. They know what was happening. Let's see. Lamine Yamal, he scored 18 goals last season. Ferran scored 19. Loa scored over 40. I think Rafinha got to 30. Bro, that's a potent attack. That is a potent attack. And it is what it is. The relationship had to end, as I said. Good luck to Rashford. Man United need to continue signing in the market. We got centre mid to sign. We got a goalkeeper to sign. I think maybe a right wing back as well. But I want 2 centre midfielders. I need a striker too. We have to get busy, man. We have to get busy. And I don't know what's going on right now. I think Man United are playing in a friendly right now with Leeds. And they drew 0-0. And we drew 0-0 and got out-possessed. Amazing stuff. Guys, like, share, subscribe, turn your notifications on. It's your boy, CultureCams. Marcus Rashford is a Barcelona player. He got his wish. Let's see how he does. I'm going to be watching that. I'm going to be trying to do a lot of Barcelona watch-alongs anyway next season. Because listen, while we have a player like Lamine Yamal, I want to watch every single moment. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, it's happened. There's up and downs, you know. I did a video about Rashford a few months ago. If you guys want to go check that out, just about, you know, the ups and downs, you know, of Rashford being here. So I'm not going to go into his whole career at Man United again. I'm just going to talk about the situation in hand. And yeah, that's where it is, man. Guys, keep supporting. You guys are doing amazing, man. The support is unbelievable. Road to 40k. I'm going to try and get as many videos out as I can possibly because I'm going away. But even the way, I'll do some videos off my phone as well, man. The work don't stop. Guys, big love. Road to 40k. I'm out. Peace.